marker is out. The officials... and the coach accepts it, they will take the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Handoff from the gun. And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice third down conversion, and now set up first and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. The give. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still in the 3.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. It's a big TFL for the defense.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we've got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise.
I'd go for the touchdown because here's the thing. I'm going to make them go the length of the field, almost 100 yards, even if I get stopped. I'm starting this game aggressive.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop and show the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
And the Nittany Lions backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Ford finds his man on the and they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the ground with the back. Inside the 45. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he'll ring at the defense and he'll take it away. Touchdown, Penn State. We're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Down with the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked out back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The roar on the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He breaks a tackle. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Tyler. He's got him. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the third play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're facing a third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They've got a first down here to open the period.
Play zone coverage. You got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. the pocket. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them
And in the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more efficient.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the Heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
Complete in the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Looking for a man. It's Tyler. Here's the hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Here comes the Heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
So now it's 2nd and long. the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll go to the air. He'll take the deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UNLV is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTEP. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's running back out. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. This time on target. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it to the right here.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got the back in the middle. There he goes. Touchdown. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Kickoff unit on The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. He's looking to pass. They've got the screen set up. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Tyler. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man on the left. Sprinting away. They get him down to this offensive setup. First and goal from the 9.
You gotta love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And that one will give him the lead.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Back to throw, it's Tyler. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Quarterback keeper. He's in open space downfield. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Direct snap. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Rustled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And it's in there for a touchdown.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that one.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Dropping back, it's Tyler. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
To the air on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
50 minutes out, the 20 still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Motion from the wideout. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
To the air, it's Tyler. Under fire. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They just keep firing. Fires to the right. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Taking it the other way. The 40. The 20. They'll chase him out of bounds after that play. Mark it at the 16-yard line.
And you really want your quarterback in the red zone to be efficient, to be smart, not to give up points. And, man, he makes a big mistake. They capitalize on defense, return the ball all the way down the field, and now their offense has an opportunity in the red zone.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Power football with the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. just going to keep it after the snap. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Running to the left. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he steps into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright, got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
They'll immediately call timeout. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds space on the right. And he's moved down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. This one's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And finally, a little correction in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass. Buys a little time. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now for on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Got him downfield. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You're still trying to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st down from the 40. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand.
rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. They'll try the run, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a two-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, two plays and into the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find...
Breaks into the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off-play action on first down. He'll take a shot. It's complete. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, the offense did their part. They're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail, hard-hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact, this wasn't ever really in question. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So, first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the single back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. They bring the punter